ghosts and ghouls, succubi and pegasi, hot dogs and old style. Welcome to the Chicago Tale.
His Majesty was in command, with silver eyes of sky.
Along the coast of Whorlstone, secrets ebb and flow as the tide. Here we saw members of the Howling Dark cornering one such purveyor. Droki, trapped upon the ledges near the shattered spire, was prodded to produce the information he carried under his tentacle cap. In another locale, a seedy watering hole, locally known as Goldbrawn's Lair, a mute bovine and a drunken serpent awaited their party. Armed with information about an egg and the charge of the great dragon Themberchaud, the unlikely alliance of humanoids prepares to delve deeper under the city, into the winding cave system known as the Whorlstone.
Okay, we're just gonna say in that meantime, Nico's gonna make it back to the party. The rest of the party is waiting at that gate right there, I would assume, unless you all did anything else, but we can cut back to you all.
He walked off abruptly. I'm gonna assume that anything in the meantime, we probably just ask if there are any Duergar out and about. Jen would have at least slowly ask.
Again, you all are in the Dark Lake area, which is very close to the Blade Bazaar, so you're going to see more action in this area than in the other spots, so definitely.
Jen would have definitely, Jen's pretty uncouth about things, but Jen would have definitely have tried to find just a Duergar that didn't seem, I guess they're all pretty similar looking, but one that's not super important looking, maybe if we're around the Blade Bazaar, just to be where, do you know where this,
So, you're looking for one that's, not a stone guard or something.
Yeah, but, one that's not official, but, it's where is this Whorlstone Tunnel at? I've heard you guys mention, somebody mentioned this before.
You see a couple hanging out and kind of talking on the side. Do you want to, as you're walking up to it, you have a pretty high perception, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to roll a d10 to see what they're talking about?
Yeah, I can do that. This is a D10, right? Yeah, this is a 10 side.
Come on, you're better than that.
Yeah. 4.
4. Okay. You hear and oh shit, Stool's not around you though, right?
No.
Oh, okay. So you hear
It's not Undercommon, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's Dwarvish. I don't know. Under Dwarvish. I can't imagine they speak
I
the
loved
same.
it. I liked it.
There's no way they sound the same as the fucking dwarves up above. And your dwarf died, so. But it's some dialect of Dwarvish that you can understand.
I'll just look around in confusion, and then Jen will go back to Derro and Rastos and be like, I don't understand anything
I'll
that they're
walk
saying.
up to him and start speaking in Undercommon and see if he responds.
To the same dwarf?
Yeah.
Yeah, he responds. Yeah. He said, what do you want?
Look over to Jin again. I think she wanted to know about the Whorlstone Tunnel, if you had heard about this at all.
You said Whorlstone Tunnel. No.
Whorlstone Tunnel, I'm sorry.
Whorlstone Tunnel.
I'm sorry about that.
It's what can you do if you're an idiot surfacer down here? Well, you're not a surfer. You hang out with surfacers.
Yes, quite taxing on me, if I'm telling you the truth.
There we go. I'm out of my own. I can't stand it when the slavers bring them over, but they're worth so much gold. You should think about selling them off. Have you ever thought about that? Oh, that's your plan already. You're a smart man, I'm sure. An elf who hangs out with dwarves who has such a regalia on them, and he points at your Themberchaud amulet, then you must be a shrewd businessman and one who understands the ways of the Underdark truly.
Right. When you see value.
Not like these other
value.
drow who come over here and try to, fuck with our shit.
That's why you don't see many drow in this city.
Right. Well, I know when I see one that's not being attacked or put down that they have earned their place among us. And his buddy is over there looking at me. He's like, what the like, no, what? No, you hate Drow. You hate Drow. What are you talking about? Whorlstone Tunnels. You don't want to go there.
I know that.
I mean, I'm not trying to warn you of anything weird. It's just a bad place. It's just not fun. Like, I mean, it's like I wouldn't tell you to go to, like, sewage.
But in terms of proximity to where we are, to where the Dark Lake is,
You know where the furrow's at.
yes.
You go down there, you go west. It'll lead you right to it, past all, but you have to deal with all the Derro. You don't want to do that. Those guys are insane.
This is strictly academic. This isn't going to be acted
Right.
on.
You're speaking theoretically, hypothetically.
That's it.
Right.
West for how long? How many days? Hours? Miles?
I mean, you've been down to the furrow before. It's like 15 minutes walk from here.
Right. Then you said head west.
West.
How far west is what I'm asking.
20 minutes, maybe. If that, I don't go. No one goes down there. It's just a weird fucking place down there.
Right. Hey, have a good day at the bazaar.
Thank you, my elvish friend. I always knew that I would meet one of you and we would be best friends. And his buddies was like, "What?
Yeah,
no,
just
no, why?"
Dro's super confused. It's awesome though. Walk back and assume they all saw that like awkward interaction, and do you guys speak Undercommon?
No.
No.
Damn, we've had some good. I mean, when Nico was in Themberchaud speaking Draconic, and now that like you can't, that's pretty cool.
Undercommon, I think it has a lot of glottal stops in it. A lot of a lot of that kind of stuff.
Well, while that was all going on, I was sort of walking next to buildings and stuff, just pretending I was walking by, seeing if I'd bump into anything invisible, like.
Oh.
Just walking around pretending to sort of bumble and then like turn real quickly and be like,
You know what I like to do when I'm in trouble with the police? I like to go find out who the undercover cops are. So I just go on to like the L and I just bump into people who look like they might be undercover cops.
well, I know they're invisible. I've seen them pop up, so I'm
Yeah.
just walking around.
Yeah.
Making erratic turns.
Shit. I feel like we should just. Do you just want to roll a d20, and we'll just see what the fuck happens with it? Is this the first roll?
No, there's been perception rolls and stuff. I'm not
This is
walking
the
around
first
trying
roll.
to punch something.
I think
just
this is the first
This is
roll.
the first roll.
No.
Yeah.
We had a perception roll, didn't we?
No.
No, it was a passive.
I got a 17. Oh, just a 17.
Oh, the first roll was a table roll.
Yeah, a D10.
This isn't even a skill roll. This is just like
Oh no,
17.
there has been a
percentage
D10.
chance
Yeah,
roll.
a D10's not count.
Yeah, this is a 50-50 roll. So I was thinking evens, yes, and odds, no. So no, you do not.
Okay. Just bumbling around underneath an awning of a building, just looking around like.
Do you pretend like you bump into someone?
No, I'm just walking around, just trying to look. I'm just walking around trying to look, and then I'll stop, do a quick turn, and then I keep walking back, just looking around, listening, since that's all I can do.
I'll walk back to Jin and just abruptly say, "I know where the tunnels are."
Well, that's probably for the good. We don't want to search too hard. Rastos has been just wandering around, just doing stuff. I don't really know what he's doing. My ability to talk to him kind of ran out in the last 10 minutes, so I've just been watching him.
I think Nico might be dead.
Around this time, Nico shows back up, not dead, and not burnt to a crisp,
Hello.
but toasted nonetheless.
I'm going to go lay down, and I'll just keep walking right towards the inn.
Nico, we need to go.
I'm going to go
Useless.
taking a nap.
Useless. Serpent.
Rastos.
What did you say, you piece of shit?
Snake.
All right. All right, I'll come with you, you piece of shit. Where we going?
Going into the furrow.
So? What's that?
Going into the Whorlstone Tunnels.
Ooh, very spooky.
Looking for the gray ghosts.
I'm so scared.
You think you'll be able to handle it in your current state?
They've got an egg, and I'm going to kill them for it.
You think you'll get that egg?
No.
What did your wormsmith tell you?
I gotta go take a nap.
You do what you will.
I'll come with you guys.
I think it's probably better if you sleep it off.
Nick,
I think you should probably shut the fuck up, you drow piece of shit that fucking brought me down here, you piece of shit. Fuck you.
don't listen to him, Dro. He just seems like they seem like they might be a
Jin,
little
I
bit
think
on
he's
edge.
right. I think he should come with us.
They should
We'll
definitely.
need his magical prowess.
They definitely need to come with us. Also, like Nico, like why aren't you excited about the Whorlstone Tunnels? You write about everything that we do, and now they're just. And Rostos is over there. Rostos is still bumbling around. Look at Rostos. He can't.
Writing's for people who can accomplish things with their lives. I just do what I'm told.
Nico, that's not okay.
They should come with us.
Thank you.
You write the stuff. Dro leads the stuff. Rostos beats the stuff up, and I murder the things that we don't need anymore.
Frostos is over there rubbing it up against the wall like a dog who's trying to get a coat off of the.
I'm standing in front of the wall, and every so often I'll just quick turn around and grab at the wall.
He still can't make any noise. He's still mute.
It's probably been another hour, Rostos.
Okay,
So you've only got 5 more to go.
great.
Rostos, what are you doing over there?
And you see me, and I tried talking telepathically. Maybe my nose starts bleeding.
Doesn't work.
Since it
Joe will
doesn't
start
work.
heading west to where we've gone into the furrow before.
Well, is anyone a beast? Because I could beast sense talk to you.
Nope.
Okay.
Bad news for you.
Bad news. We are all
You
humanoids.
just ask if a wood elf, a drow, or a onesie were beasts.
Bad news for you. We're all humanoids.
You know the rules so well too. This is a weird question.
I know.
I
know you're not.
I would have
I have
thrown that
2
out there
spells.
too in his situation.
With the wantee,
Yeah.
yeah, actually.
Yeah.
I look more humanoid than anything.
Well,
He
I'm
looks
just
like a
really,
giant fucking
I'm really
cow.
feeling my drow racism. You know.
I know.
Rostos, Dro is going to lead us to where we need to go. Would you like to come? Just snort once for yes and snort 2 for no.
It was not a bull snort at all. It was just a cocaine bump snort.
Seriously.
Snort once. He just instead of doing like a yeah.
Tootski.
Yeah. Jesus, man.
Is it more of a?
I don't know what it was. Whatever you did was not it. That's what it was. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Yep. He pulls out a bag of mushroom cocaine and does a line.
He doesn't do
No,
it. He doesn't do any skiing.
He does not.
the Zerkwood is not meant for that.
Yeah. All right. So you all are heading. Let's pull that bad boy back up.
Yeah,
You
so the
are-
first time Dro and Jin went into the furrow was pretty far west, almost by the Council of Savants.
So we're gonna assume that you all go your route that you would normally be familiar with, which means through the Dark Lake District, through the Blade Bazaar. Again, where just to paint a quick picture, there are a bunch of Durgar in the Blade Bazaar selling different things, especially weapons of adamantium quality. But eventually, you see different people of different backgrounds and ancestries as well. Some elves here and there, some orcs here and there, goblins, what have you. You go through the same gate that you all went through earlier, further west, not the one that Nico traveled down when he was on the east, or when they were on the east side of it. And then you go down the same sort of slope that you all went down when you talked to some of the Derro. That was a very frustrating conversation for Jin in particular. And you slide down and you see the same sort of scene of Derro kind of having a lot of different things going on. One of them, as you go down to the Laddergar's Furrow, which again, it's like a sloped area right in the middle of the city that is more made of dirt, and there are huts and holes built into the side of the slope along the way down. You all sort of avoid these different houses, even though you've been in some of them. As you go down, you see these Derro, these smaller, dark creatures that look already mad with their mad scientist hair and their different clothings that are just like patchwork at best. Some are threadbare. One guy, as you come down, he is just constantly he's pulling his arm out of his socket, out of his shoulder, and he's just putting it back in over and over. And he's going,
Ow! Ow!
over and over again. Another person is speaking the same sort of like nonsense gobbledygook, Elliot, that you had to deal with last time as Jen, just constantly like,
The wind swept wind-strewn masters have made a maze for us all that's been built upon the banana peel.
And just sort of saying this like profoundly. Go further down. One of them is just he's urinating into a bucket and washing his child's clothes into it.
Come on.
It's what's happening. I'm just reading
Pretty
from the
good.
book. That's what it says in the book.
Derro slums.
I'm reading from the book.
Peeing in a bucket.
Yeah, it says
Hey.
Okay.
that one fucking Derro over there is like peeing in a bucket or some shit. That's what it says in the book.
Okay.
And washing children's clothes.
I don't know, man. I'm just spitballing here. That's what the book says.
Gotta respect it, man.
It's written by
Wizards of the Coast.
Yep.
Chris
Yeah,
Perkins
right.
wrote this
yeah,
shit.
Chris Perkins wrote that.
Hey guys, we we accept gifts.
Except donations.
And you are down in Lodegar's furrow amongst the Derro. We'll put you all about kind of, where are you about now? Further to the west side of Lodegar's furrow. There are 12 bridges in Gracklestad that cross this furrow. The Durgar never go down it. They are on the furthest west side. They are next to like the second most west bridge right now,
So
underneath it.
if we're down there, we're at a not the depth that would be the bottom of the furrow.
Do we, the bottom.
Okay, and we know that's where the gate is to head west out. Okay, and I'll turn to everyone and say, the tunnels are about 30 minutes west of here. We just gotta go through the gate, and I'll look at my heaviest and most combat efficient member of the party who can't speak. My most magical member of the party who is shit-faced. And the one who's been doing the most damage throughout the entire first leg of our journey. Who's steady.
Well, I don't know that, maybe we should put some lights up and all this kind of things. I guess we're going this way. That's what you told us. So let's go, Joe. I mean, should we lead the way and I'll lead the back? Or
Yeah.
I think that Nico is still a little bit drunk.
Rostos can't see.
Rustos can't see and Rustos can't speak, so that's not good.
All right, well, I'll outstretch my hand and just pop out some dancing lights and have them kind of the four globules, one above each of us, and establish the order. Dro will go first, and then Rostos, and then Nico, and then
Also
That
turn
shit.
on my flame, not a lightsaber axe.
Flammenzunga.
Mm-hmm.
You'll activate
Holding
it.
on to Jin's
A little,
arm as
just
well.
a little bit.
You don't. Okay, you keep on saying that you have this
Yeah.
ability from it. You don't have that.
No?
Like no, that was never established
I
at all.
thought it-
You can't just like.
I thought cast out light and stuff.
So it just casts out light. Like you either turn it on or you turn it off. Yeah.
No, not a
Oh, so there's not a dimmer switch? Yeah.
No, there's not a dimmer.
I always thought there
switch,
was a
I'm sorry.
dimmer switch.
It has like a little
No.
turn. It has a
yeah,
turn
yeah, a
knob.
little on, a little off.
Yeah. Like a turn on. I mean, you could look into getting that installed into it, maybe, but it definitely doesn't have.
I mean, you
It
can
is
definitely
sentient,
have
you
that.
can
At that
teach it.
point, Dancing Light
It is sentient,
is
yeah.
doing exactly what you're doing, I think. Unless you would just want to have that out, then I wouldn't have lights out.
As we set up the party order, I'm just going to turn around very quickly and chug a healing potion because they took some damage last time.
Fuck. Yeah, we're not quite.
Maybe fine.
Yeah, we're fine. And start approaching the gate.
Flammenzunga is going to say to Rastos,
I can't help but notice that you have been silent recently.
Can I talk to it?
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's up to you.
pretty sure.
Oh, I have to speak its command word. I can't.
Yeah,
Use it.
I think so.
Never mind. I don't have a flame. I don't have any flame from it.
Then it's just gonna say that to you, I guess, and then that's it.
Speak to me.
No, it doesn't do that. Why would it do that? It doesn't have a tongue. Its name is Flame Tongue, but it doesn't have a tongue to do that creepy noise.
I mean,
But it's
probably
not flame tongue.
it's probably
Flammenzunga, yeah.
I mean, I imagine the sword probably has the idea of what's happened. Or whatever, it's great axe. I'm sure it has the idea of what's happened because it's been sitting. Well, I don't know. He keeps treating it like a lightsaber. I can't tell the difference anymore.
He keeps saying that because he put a lightsaber in his campaign.
Yeah, and it
But
really
I'm saying like
diminishes it.
the sword probably itself probably knows. At
It's a
least
great axe.
Yeah, it's great axe. It's great axe.
Fuck.
I think it's I think from Jin and Derro talking with him. Probably knows that conversation's happened.
Was it speaking into my head ever?
I don't think so. I guess it was
Okay.
always. Oh, it was. I guess at one point when you saved it.
Yeah.
Man, we're getting some deep lore. Let me figure this shit out for next session. And for now, we'll leave it at you have to speak because you do have to speak its word.
Turn it on, yes.
Yeah. That is definitely a hard rule, but they do not have much about that weapon sentience. That is my duty as a DM to figure that out. Yeah, you pull it out and it asks you that. You can't respond, so it does not turn on. Marching forward to the west, you will go forward in the marching order that you said. You see a bunch of Derro doing nonsensical activities. Some of them are walking on their hands. Some of them are walking on their knees. Some of them are just walking on the side of the slope, perfectly fine, ignoring gravity entirely. Some of them are getting speeches that are absolutely nonsensical in nature that you all have heard plenty of already. And you make it up to the gate, and the gate is largely unguarded, meaning that there is no one there at all, although it does seem to be closed.
What's the general kind of as we show up, like what's the general sturdiness, seriousness of this gate, of this door? Is it like heavy duty, fucking 20 feet high, like battering ram shit, or is it kind of ramshackle?
It is unkempt because it is in the Derro area, but it is made of stone for sure, and it is a double door, pretty tall, about 20 feet. But it does look like it has not been really well taken care of in terms of the other gates that you've seen in Gracklestone.
Can you walk up and just give it a nice push?
Yeah,
cool.
Rostos, you walk up there, you give it a push, and this shit's wide fucking open. It just opens up right away. It's like not very well taken care of, and the second you do that, Rostos, you do feel an ominous gust of wind goes by. Nico, you feel a familiar presence that you haven't felt for a while. An arcana that just seems to be thick in the air immediately as that blows by.
Basically, this means I can't cast, otherwise I have to go wild magic.
That's not true.
I can cast, it's just going to be wild.
No, that's not true either.
Is that...
Can't cast a cantrip and out.
We'll see what happens.
No. So what you feel is Phaserus.
Yeah.
You did figure that out. A thick Phaserus. But because you're now well aware of it, what we're going to do is we're going to roll actual wild magic, which means you'll roll a d20 every time you cast.
Right.
If you hit a 1, it goes to the wild magic
Okay.
table.
Does Vitamin start playing by Incubus? as the
No,
door
it
opens?
doesn't. No, it does not. And if that somehow gets edited in there, it'll stop right when I said stop right there. And
a
you
lot of
all look
phasers.
forward, and you see a dark tunnel that goes forward, not unlike the tunnels that you've been in the Underdark before. Although what you will notice is that this seems to be more well carved out, not by any sort of humanoid or person or sentient being, but more out of some sort of magical property. And by that I mean it seems like the wind itself carved out this tunnel. Everything is incredibly smooth and sort of direct, almost as if you were like walking through like a river or a creek. It's not as jagged and sharp, as unpredictable as the rest of the Underdark, you notice, with these tunnels.
So Dro will start moving forward with his bow out and arrow knocked, and kind of turn back, and as we're moving, talk to people, and it's about 30 minutes west of here. We don't know what to expect. We don't know what the Grey Ghosts are. We know what they've taken. This area is known to be bad. This unknown territory. So keep your guard up. Stay quiet.
You walked down, seemingly created by the wind, although that doesn't really make sense because there wouldn't be the natural sense of wind that you as largely surface dwellers, Dro excluded, would be used to. It seems like it's a much smoother rock where things are a lot more less jagged, as we were saying earlier. And you do feel that sense of Phaserus, those of you who are familiar with it, weighing down upon you. Everything has sort of like a darker reddish tint to it from the dim light of the Phaserus. So, for example, you could see here Rostos with the dim light. And you walk forward and you can tell that you are now in the Whorlstone Tunnels. And you go forward, and I do have to ask you, Dro, you did cast Hunter's Mark on a certain individual last session.
That's true.
So you do notice that there is the trail of that certain somebody in front of you. I don't think we even have to roll for that. I think if you have Hunter's Mark on somebody, it hasn't been that long, right? How long does Hunter's Mark last?
I thought it was only 1 hour, to be honest.
Takes or lasts for an hour.
Ah, shit. Okay, so yeah, it is gone then. Never mind.
So I don't know any of that. And I'm just leading quietly, apprehensively, and actively tracking for any recent trail or prints or anything. Moving slowly forward, I would assume.
Yeah, so you could still roll survival with advantage just because you're in the Underdark. Kratzmeyer has a hard time seeing his dice.
17 plus 5 if it's 17 plus 5 if it's advantage is 23 total.
Cool. Yeah, so you do, because you did cast Hunter's Mark on this individual, you could tell they are the same quick-moving tiny boots that you all had been chasing before, had been down here within the last couple of hours.
I'll just slow down a little bit to stop everybody till the four of us clump together for a moment, and almost only to Jin in a weird way, Dro. The Derro is down here.
Then we'll just look at Dro in the darkness, the red light of the Phaserus. Sorry, I keep wanting to call it Phazon from Metroid. And I'll just do like a little Thieves' Conti snappies to confirm that I know what Dro is talking to me about.
However, Thieves' can be responded, whether it's verbal or non-verbal. Dro will confirm.
I believe the answer for that in Thieves' Cant is yes, I understand.
Yes, I understand. And then I'll nod 3 times, blinking my left eye twice.
And Jen will just stare blankly into his eyes and just shrug her shoulders.
And then we'll go back to exactly what we were doing before.
Yeah.
No, traveling.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Okay. So you all go forward.
I was just like, hey, this dude's fucking down here.
Straight,
and again, more telling Jin than the others who. I don't even know what kind of shape is Nico in right now.
Yeah, how is Nico looking?
Well, I haven't really drank in an hour, I guess like an hour now. I don't know, I guess I kind of feel like shit. You know, not quite as housed anymore, but starting to be like, oh, fuck.
Just like you drink from
it was like wine, so, you know.
Just like walking forward absent-mindedly?
Yeah, just kind of like not feeling so hot. Probably drinking water.
Yeah, you're definitely not sobering up. I'm not going to give that to you, bud. No way, bud. But I think that, yeah, you are feeling probably like less, or more like shit and less like fucking slooshed, but still a little bit drunk.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep. As you all march forward, you're going into these tunnels that are completely unknown to you. You can tell from the dim darkness, from the dim light in the darkness, as well as those of you who had dark vision, you can tell in front of you that the path splits 3 ways. You have one immediately to your left, one straight ahead, and one to your right. From where you're at right now, it's hard to tell what would be in each direction, but I can give you more information should you choose.
I propose we go down a number of feet down each tunnel and return here and decide which way to go.
I can't talk to anyone, so I'm like looking at the ground, and then I look at Dro, and I'm like, I'm pointing to the ground, and I'm like yelling, and I'm like pointing down, and then I point at my feet, and then I point at your eyes, and I'm like, I start pointing at the other paths.
Derro the whole time is looking at Jin and just sees this out of the peripheral and looks over.
And then I toss a rock at you to just look at me. Just
Which way then?
I give you like I don't know, but I point at your feet and then I point at the ground again, and then I sort of move my hand across the dirt, and then
I think that he is asking for us to, maybe look for the tracks of things that have been here before. Because he made his foot stomps and he was like, look at this. And then he did this other thing and it was like I think I got it.
So I'll spend the next couple minutes going down like 10 feet of each path and just kind of checking for recent tracks.
Yeah.
While Derro does that, I will use my investigation to look around very closely at the rocks and things to see if there's any signs of stuff moving by. Extra eroded rocks or things like that.
Okay. Neither of you have to roll on either of those things, I don't think. But Jen, you can tell that there have been like a lot of different things that have been going in and out of here. And it's hard to tell even like if there's a specific type of beings or creatures that do it predominantly because it's just so varied, right? So very, very active. Whereas Derro, the same footprints that you were looking for, they go down the left side. So which for my intents and purposes would be like to the north, basically. I don't know if you all are really aware of that kind of stuff, but we'll say you go to the left or to the north. That's where the footprints go.
I'll just turn around and just kind of directly say it's this way and turn down the north path and follow those sets of tracks, and I'll begin actively tracking them if I can.
Yeah, I think you're more than capable to. Do you all follow?
Yeah, absolutely.
I will assume the back end of the group.
What's the light like down here?
It's all dim light. It's all going to be sort of that like hazy red that sort of lights up everything a little bit, kind of like a weird, cool sex club that Elliot would go to. That is put on by Phaserus mostly.
Definitely. So dim light.
So
for intents and purposes.
So rest of us can see, but the rest of us can see well.
Yeah. So I'll drop dancing lights.
Sure. Drop some dancing lights.
No, I'll
I think I'd be kind of
stop using it.
in front of Jin, but kind of looking back and waving Jin on. Come on, hurry up. Kind of like waving to you even though you're trying to watch the back.
Yes, I'm literally like 5 feet behind you, watching the back occasionally, and just looking at you and just shaking my head. I'll run up occasionally and just touch you a little bit to make you feel better.
It's ad time! Subscribe to our Patreon. All your support helps. Buy sick merch at whereatstudios.com. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, look at our Facebook and Twitch. Subscribe to our YouTube to see what we do behind the scenes.
Where Rat Studios is super cool!
Yeah!
So you walk forward following these steps that you're following through the cavern. It kind of opens up a little bit larger, and the dominating feature is this huge thicket of different kinds of fungi. Different fungi that you all have seen before. And even without doing any sort of check, you can tell there is a hole that leads through the bottom part of the fungi that's about 2 feet tall, maybe 1.5 feet tall. It's pretty small. But you can tell there are only 2 different types of fungi in this cavern.
Could I spend some time looking at them?
Yeah.
And checking them out a little bit?
Yeah. You want to check out both of them?
I would love to. Kind of.
Are they in the book?
Oh, they are in your book.
Yeah.
Do you want to check it out?
Absolutely.
Cool. So you go into the book, and you're trying to match these up, and it doesn't seem like they are described there.
All right. Well, I kind of get excited about that, and I'll kind of start writing.
So one of them is a short. Sorry. There we go. a short stem topped by a blue cap, and the other one is kind of like a longer one, but thinner with a purple cap on top of it. Those are the two different styles that you see kind of growing very thickly in that area.
They don't look like the ones you saw that explode.
They don't look like anything you've seen
The next
before.
one was like a long, thin stem with purple top.
Yep. Long, thin, purple top, and the other one's a blue and much, much shorter.
Yeah, I'll bend down and maybe pull out one of my daggers and try to cut one of the long, thin-stemmed ones out and kind of give it a smell and maybe touch the leaves of it and investigate. And like I said, cut a stalk if I have to and just kind of take a look.
Yeah. Two things. Roll a perception as you're doing that.
Well,
Okay. You do pick up one of them, and then I guess you should roll a nature check with advantage since you're in your preferred terrain.
Regular.
What?
'Cause we're fucked.
Oh
With
yeah,
the black lungs.
So
Yeah, we all have exhaustion.
the first the nature would have been a 12, and the perception actually would have been.
It's all good. I wasn't gonna be the perception anyways. So yeah, you could tell that this is a different mushroom that seems to have some sort of. It seems to be something that people would eat for a purpose, but what that purpose would be, you don't know.
I'll kind of peel off what I think would be like a section that would be a serving, the thing that looks most edible, and I'll turn to Nico and say, I think this is good for you.
That's pretty good, and I'll just pop it right in my mouth.
Yep.
Just pop it right in my mouth.
There you go.
The cap.
Just like, yeah, this looks pretty good, and just eat it.
Yep. So you throw the cap in there. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. Ooh, no.
This is not poison, by the way.
That is a 3.
3. Cool. You fail. Which one did you give them again? Purple.
The longer
yeah.
stem.
You grow large. Let's go. You are large now. Yeah. So you shoot up. Nico gets much taller and much bigger.
I instantly cut off one of the blue ones and give it to Rostos.
Yeah. Go for it. Constitution.
Are you gonna eat it?
Oh yeah.
The blue. Oh wow.
That's good.
Gobble that fucker down.
That's pretty good. Oh fuck, I'm good at these. 15.
15 does save. So you feel it rumble in your stomach a little bit, and then your horns go boop, and get a little smaller, and they go back to size.
I'd like to spend the next couple minutes trying to
harvest as many as you can.
I was spending the next couple minutes trying to harvest these.
All right, we're just gonna do one party roll for this. Can you all roll 2d6?
It's you want to harvest them.
I got 6.
6
Ooh,
total,
I got
or
9.
give me both numbers.
What was the first die?
3, 6.
So 3 and a 6.
3 and a 6.
I got 3 and a 6. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna say that you find.
I got a 5 and a 1.
5 of the blue caps and 8 of the purple caps that are edible, like all together and good enough to consume.
Let's snort the purple one.
Purple one is what Nico took.
Isn't that what I took too?
Yeah.
You took the blue one.
Oh.
I gave you the other one.
I'm gonna snort the purple one for sure.
Snort? What do you mean snort? It's a
What's up with you
I'll
and
eat it.
snorting in
I'll
this
eat the
session?
purple one. I'll eat the purple one.
All right, roll a Constitution
So
saving
now we
throw.
have 7.
Come on, dice, fail me now. Crit miss.
All right, crit miss. Cool. You enlarge. Yes. You're much bigger now. For all intents and purposes, you all have the enlarge spell on you. So now you are a large sized creature, and you're fucking huge.
I'm gonna beat the shit out
But
of things.
I will say that you all are in a smaller cavern.
Great job, guys. Shut the fuck up and move quietly. Shut the fuck up, okay? We'll proceed quietly.
You're not stuck at all, but
Oh, hey, look, there's a thing behind all the mushrooms that you guys just ate where we could go.
no, you can't fit there.
Well,
It's a very, very, very small tunnel.
by we, I mean the rest of us who did not eat the mushrooms.
You could not fit down there.
I look at it and get down on my hands and knees and put my arm into it.
You could put your arm into it and up to your shoulder, and that's about it. It's like it's like a foot and a half tall.
You have to eat the little man mushroom.
Then I will start, and I will go. Jin can get in here. Jin can get in. Jin is so good at getting into the small spaces, and Jin will flail around for a little bit, attempting to put herself into there, because of her madness about making her aggrandizing herself, and to not be able to do it for.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. You flail around for a while, and you're not fitting through the hole. But you can see that the hole does go somewhere, and you're flailing.
Can I eat a blue capped mushroom and just think about not resisting?
I mean, you're gonna fail it anyways because you have exhaustion, right? So you have.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's a save or a check. I don't think exhaustion level 1 is a.
It's just checks.
Oh, it's just checks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then roll.
What is it? Constitution?
Yeah.
+1.
15.
It's 15 on the die.
Ah, you feel yourself get a little tiny. You're still up.
Is that where the footprints went?
Yeah. Can I?
They went to the small
spend
one?
some time to. Yeah.
Fuck. We don't even have enough. We can't do it.
That's
now.
where they go.
We have
Actually,
to-
you see the footprints. They are normal Derro size. You can see they get tiny. And then go in there.
So we only have 4 of these mushrooms left, and 2 of us are enlarged. So we need to shrink down before we can even do this.
I don't know what
No,
size I am. I looked it up. I'm
Jin and
either
I should
ogre
both-
or fire giant. size.
Jen and I should take both. Jen and I should take both.
Then just leave the party, split up the party.
We'll be back.
Or we're gonna go wander off somewhere else.
That sounds
Those two
dangerous, man.
giant people.
That sounds dangerous. I can't talk, so I don't even say that.
The Derro we met with earlier is down here. Went down this way. I want to follow him.
Or just leave us 2 of the mushrooms and we'll eat them when we're not big anymore.
Means we got 2 more chances to.
Yeah, but you say they're like.
Why don't you leave it? Jen, we'll take a
What on,
chance
that's
with
a
these
minute.
mushroom
They're
caps
large.
one more time, each or no?
Oh, true.
I'd like to try one more time, but then we might need to find a different route to pursue this thing.
Yep.
Who's trying?
Draw.
Go for it.
And Jin.
Go for it, both of y'all. It's 15 DC. You want to fail technically. Constitution.
We can't voluntarily fail, right?
Nah.
Those are for spells from your friends.
19.
You're a hardy man, Dro.
5.
Ah. Jin, you shrink down to a teeny little size of like a toddler.
Jin
You're
becomes
tiny now.
Jin becomes very small and shrinking.
She's like, oh, Drew, I thought you were going to shrink too. You were going to shrink too.
We could add that in post if you want.
Look at Nico, and I'll look that there's only 2 blue caps left. I'll spend some time seeing if I harvested everything that was there.
I'll say that you could harvest more if you want to. It seems like you all might need it. But I mean, I will say there are other paths. I mean, I'm not trying it, but like it seems like you all are having fun with the mushrooms.
How
So
big my muscles
I
are.
would take some time to look for some more because I want to take the remaining ones, but don't want to leave.
yeah, roll 2 more
Nico.
d6.
All right, I'll roll them this time. All right, 2,
That's 4 for
4.
blue.
4 total.
So 4 for blue and 4 for perp.
Okay.
Yeah.
I take another blue cap.
Go for it.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Seeing you do that, I'm gonna take 2 at once.
2 blue.
So I could double down.
All right.
4.
There you go. Now you shrink down, and Dro becomes a cute little toddler. Also, I should say that your heads remain kind of the same size, so you'll kind of look like Chibi or like a
Oh, we're
Funko Pop type
we're
of
chibi characters now.
Yeah, you're Chibi.
Wait,
You're taking 2. Go ahead and roll 2.
All right. That's a 7 plus 1, 8.
Okay, shrink down to normal
I'd
size.
say 7.
All right, then you shrink down to where they're at now.
It's good being a wizard.
Rostos is over there flexing. He's looking good.
Mm-hmm. I'm touching the ceiling, grabbing those big stalactites.
I'll drop-
Rubbing my
I'll
arms
drop.
on 'em.
Fuck.
If I leave these, then we don't have any more.
Then I'll drop 3 of them, and then I'll run into the tunnel if we can fit.
Yeah, you can fit. You all
Yeah,
can fit in the
so I
tunnel
live
now.
three
Let's see
blue-
what Rostos does real quick. Oh, you're
I
dropping
dropped
him
3
for him.
blue
I'm sorry,
caps.
for him.
3
yeah.
blue caps.
Bend down. Everyone sees my knee pads for the first time, and then I.
Where the knee
Giant
pads
fucking-
come
yeah,
from?
they've never been there yet.
I use my huge finger to pick up this tiny little blue mushroom and put it in my mouth.
All right, roll a Constitution saving throw.
All right, another crit miss. That is a 14.
14. You shrink down to your normal size.
I see the other 2 sitting there now.
Come on, fail this baby.
Fail. That's a 15.
Nope. Feel the same.
Got one more.
I'll eat one more.
We're leaving me behind.
We're gonna start digging.
Nope. 24.
All right, you're still the same
Start
size.
digging.
I run into the tunnel.
I try going sideways down.
Oh, it's like so small. It's again, it's like a 1.5 feet tall. Like you would have to be a toddler-sized person to be able to get on hands and knees and squeeze through this thing. Is what you can tell that how people get through there.
That's it for blue mushies. I guess I'm chilling.
Do you want to look for more?
I thought that was it.
I mean, if you want to look for more, we can look for more.
If there's a blue mushroom, I'll try to find one.
Okay, but let's go ahead with the other party first and see what they want to do.
Oh, we're moving.
You all don't know how long this shit lasts.
Exactly.
And you're standing there waiting for Rostos to get down to size.
No.
Nope.
Dro booked.
Okay. You all go through the passageway that is incredibly small. And so let's put you all through there really quickly. We didn't roll for Jim Jar.
Oh, fuck.
Shit. Jim Jar is going to take one of the mushrooms to see if he fails it. Jim Jar fails it. Awesome. So he is along with you.
Reliable Jim Jar.
Yeah, he's good. Lucky shit. Everyone else proceeds through. And you all, as you climb through, you can tell that even though this is a smaller sort of tunnel, it looks like it's kind of been a little bit more well-kept than some of the other areas. And you go through and you actually walk over a stream. I don't know if you all can see that on the screen right there. But you walk across some water that seems to be flowing as you're going through this tunnel. You're probably like about 3 feet above it, but you can tell that this was clearly built to not touch the water as you go further down this tunnel. And you all are going to end up popping out another side where you see more mushrooms. And you're on the other side
Am I
of a
still
pool of water.
Am I still picking up tracks from Droki?
You are still picking up tracks from Droki. Rostos,
Looking.
roll a D. Let's just do a nature check for you and see.
Sure you don't want survival?
Oh, survival works for me.
Thank God. Because that is 7.
Ooh, 7. Oh, man. I'm sorry. You don't see any.
Just sit down on the ground, wait for my friends.
Okay. Let's cut back to the party.
Kind of get to the other side and turn around, looking at the narrow tunnel expectantly. Fuck. Realize that he didn't make it. Over 3. He didn't fucking. God.
0 for 3.
Are we still little?
Yeah, you're still little.
The mushrooms that you said were more mushrooms, are they the ones we've seen already or new mushrooms?
Nope, the same ones that you've seen before. They're the purple and blue ones.
Kind of restock on those, just kind of absentmindedly just kind of picking them all up.
You can run back and give him blue ones.
You can run back and give them blue ones.
You're able to find 4 more of each.
Just like that?
Well, I'd rather do that than roll. Yeah, you've picked that other one pure. Like,
Yeah, twice.
There's no way.
Yeah. I mean,
If Jin looks around while we're here on the other side, does it look like Droki's footprints get bigger again?
I think you're unable to see Choki's footprints.
I will have Drow show them to me.
Yeah, I'll just, outside of wishing. Fuck. I do wish there was a big great axe here that was on fire. But I'll continue to follow the prints, I guess.
They do not look like they get bigger.
Do they go up to this northeast passageway?
They look like they go actually the other direction.
Towards the water? Or towards the straight...
Oh, sorry, to the northeast, yes.
Straight east.
Yeah, they go straight east. So like Dro, if you were here, right up through the tunnels, they look like they go down to the right to what would be like the southeast almost, yeah. But you all looking back, especially those of you with dark vision, you could tell that the pool of water that you saw earlier, that would be right around here-ish, that where you came out with the mushrooms from that smaller tunnel. If you look back, you can see that's the tunnel where you all began. It's just there's a pool of water there that would be hard to cross through. So that would be the entrance that would have been your straight decision had you gone that way.
I'll turn back and say...
I think we go back and get Rastos.
It'll just take a little bit of time.
I don't like that water, so we can go back through the tunnel, but we shouldn't go on without him.
We'll get moving then.
Fucking...
Kind of laugh a little bit.
I'll snatch out the blue mushrooms out of his hands that he just collected.
You could probably just yell to him from here too.
No, fuck you.
And I'll go through the tiny little tunnel again. And as I pass, I'll see if that water that we passed over was clear, if it was dark, if it was dirty, if it was deep.
It looks like it's moving water, but it does look dark. But that's about all you're able to tell.
I'll pop back out if I'm still small and...
Still small. This lasts for a while.
And then I'll...
Rastos, go. There's water. There might be something in the water. Or you can try these mushrooms to go through the small tunnel. But just circle around. We're on the other side.
Oh. Just go through the water section.
I will go through the small tunnel again. But hopefully I'll get over there, tell him to wait for me, and then I'll keep an eye out with my bow as he's crossing the water.
Okay. Rastos, you walk up to the pool of water. I don't know if you can see that on the screen right there. And it looks like it is kind of a ways away, honestly. Like it would take you some swimming to get over there, or some wading at least, about 90 feet across. But it is a pool of water. It's not necessarily fast moving or anything, but it is a place where a stream kind of goes into, pools a little bit, and then continues through to the other side.
Okay. I guess I'll start running around the edge of it, or...
Yeah, as you walk up to the edge of it, you can tell that there is a very, very tiny edge that you could walk around if you wanted to try to do so.
That's what I would try to do.
Okay, cool.
I'll just have my bow out watching the water.
Do you want to describe how you're going to do that?
Passively.
No, I was talking to Rastos.
Oh, okay.
I can put my hands against the sides of the rock and, holding on to big rocks that I'd hope would be jutting up in and out of the water, just holding my hands out.
Yeah, they are very slippery, so go ahead and make an athletics check.
All right.
Do you have grapple lung?
I do. Disadvantage. It's 9.
9. You fall into the water.
Okay.
Oh, no.
As you fall into the water, you can't help and some of it rushes into your nostrils and your mouth a little bit, and it does taste acrid at best. It does not taste well. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
That's 16.
16. Okay, then you're fine. You follow the water. It tastes bad, but you're okay.
Can I get back up and keep running along the ledge, or do I have to swim it?
You could just walk through the water. It's about up to your chest level if you wanted to just go through it.
Oh, then I'll dash. I can dash 80 feet.
Cool. I mean, you're in water, so you're still sort of moving through it slowly, but you managed to make it to the other side.
Okay. I do that.
Cool. And you you join the rest of the party.
You look great, man. You look great.
We're all tiny.
Says nothing.
Yep. You look great, man.
Yeah, you look great.
Yeah, three of us are very tiny.
Cool. You all join with the rest of the party. And Dro has surmised that Droki has gone down to the eastern part.
Resume marching order and continue at a slow pace.
Is everyone tiny enough that they could ride me and I can just go charging it?
I mean, they're like toddler size, so they're like smaller, like 2 to 3 feet tall, depending on the character.
I'll climb onto Rastos and right on his shoulder.
Yeah, Nico could do that. Nico and Stool, I assume. Yeah.
Joe just goes in the front. No.
I can go real fast right now. Okay.
Or you're going down the tunnel to the east?
Mm-hmm. The southeast.
Mm-hmm. So you go down to the tunnel to the southeast. In this direction, you see a very thick tunnel full of mushrooms, right? For those of you who are smaller, these mushrooms go very, very tall. They are about like 5 feet tall. For you, this doesn't really look like shit compared to the other places you've been in the Underdark with mushrooms, although it does seem way thicker than you've been in before. It's very, very dense and hard to walk through, so you couldn't necessarily run through it very easily, especially those of you who are small. But as you go in there, you just hear a slow hissing sound.
Coming from the mushrooms, or?
You don't know.
Is there a rock on the ground?
Sure, yeah, there'd be a rock.
I'd probably pick one up and try, maybe, since I can't say anything, like, try to pull Dro back and then try to throw a rock at one of them and see what happens when the rock hits him.
Yeah, you throw a rock at one of the bigger mushrooms, and it just kind of lands on it. That's fine. The hissing continues.
Pull out an arrow and I do have that loose set of common clothes that I'd ripped up a little bit of earlier in the campaign, and rip out another sheet of it and tie it around the tip of my bow. And kind of look to the others, and
We did it before, where sent some fire down a tunnel before us. But I would have let anybody know we're here, but I don't like the sounds of that.
Blow it up. Who gives a shit?
You don't care that your own brethren will be smited?
Who?
You can't hear that hissing sound?
I don't understand it.
Could be a cousin of yours.
Yeah, whatever. Keep talking your shit.
Well, when I killed the snake, you respectfully asked me not to. Now that we hear a hissing, you don't care anymore.
Whatever, they're all better than me anyway, so who gives a shit?
It doesn't, like, smell funny in here.
TJ really wants smell descriptions at all times while we're in the middle of like a character development moment with Nico. He's like, what does it smell like in here? It smells like mushrooms, dog.
Well, that's what you really think. Then why don't you light this arrow for me?
I don't really have fire spells, but I do have a flint, so why not? I'll light it up.
So I'm slowly backing away as he's lighting it.
what do you think, Jin?
I'm right there, just standing and nodding my head in approval.
Shoot it. Shoot it.
We did this before. We'll do it again. We don't know who the Grey Ghosts
Shoot it.
are. Once I do this,
Shoot
you'll be
it.
alerted.
Shoot it.
We'll put
Shoot
my-
it.
I'll eat a red mushroom cap.
A purple one or a red
Well,
one?
a purple, I'm sorry, yes.
To grow?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Critical miss.
Nice. So you grow back to normal size.
And then I'll spend an entire 6 to 12 seconds just listening. I'll be trying to pinpoint the source of it, even though it's a tunnel and it's probably coming from a lot of places.
Yeah. What you can tell that it's not coming from the ground. It does seem like it's coming from the mushrooms.
I'm about 60 feet in front of me, where that juncture is. with the what I think opens to the south, but I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, roll an attack roll. You're shooting an arrow.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's actually pretty far from me.
Yeah, it is.
But he has fat range.
$140. And I was hoping that the arrow would hopefully be on fire.
Yeah, I mean, you lit it with your flint.
Yeah.
23.
Okay, you hit it. And the second you hit it, you can see that there are several, what you all would know as torch stalks, kind of hidden amongst that. The very flammable ones that you all read about in your book. And it kind of causes a chain reaction of just blowing up in all directions and clearing out this entire fungal thicket. And as it's going through, the things that were hissing seems to be just swarms of centipedes and spiders that were just underneath the caps of the mushrooms, just being blown out, just going.
Oh, fucking gross.
EXP.
And just getting fucking burned up. And the whole thicket is just completely fucking decimated. Like, anytime you hit a goddamn video game barrel and it just blows up a series of them, the whole place is fucking toasted. You all are fine, because you're right on the outskirts of it, and they're not all torch stalks necessarily, but the place is fucking smoking now. Right? And as you all stand there, sort of probably just kind of watching the damage done, what you do see coming towards you are some mushrooms that seem to be moving in a different way. They're sort of walking in a humanoid manner, but they're convulsing and sort of moving around and dare I say dancing kind of towards you. And they sort of are moving their hands and arms, and which I guess you would consider their hands and arms, their limbs, in jagged sort of features. And they're just sort of marching towards you as some sort of parade through the smoke as you look forward through this thicket that was just burnt out. And you can hear kind of one of them said,
Did you come to join the parade?